Hi, I'm Ben Boeynaems and this is the Great British Chef's Signature Series. So using a classic beef Wellington idea, but doing a pescatarian version, we use monkfish because it's a really meaty fish and it can really sort of stand up to other flavours. We really focus on trying to find suppliers that have got a story, passionate about their produce, and then we try to just showcase what they do. It's like our fishermen, we use a company called Woods Fish, and they tell you daily where the fish is coming from, when it was caught, where it was landed, and that, yeah, there's a real sort of passion and connection. I'm Ben Boeynaems, I'm the executive chef at the Beaumont Hotel, and I'm going to be preparing Monkfish Wellington with glazed carrots and hen of the wood. Okay, we're going to start by making a parsley crepe which wraps around the monkfish. So we start with the Vitamix. So I'm going to add in the milk, an egg, parsley, Maldon sea salt, and flour. And we heat up a pan, we pour the mix in, and then pour the mix out so it's very, very thin, and then almost just use the residual heat of the pan to finish cooking the crepe. And then we put that onto greaseproof paper. So the next stage is to make the prawn mousse, which goes around the monkfish. And we start by adding to the Thermomix peeled deveined prawns, and then we start to blend those. We blend that to a puree, and then to that we just add some egg white, and then blend that down to a very fine puree, and we transfer that to a bowl of ice. And then we add double cream, which we fold in gently, and then yeah, just fold that into the prawn puree. So it's the same principle as making any kind of mousse. So then we add a seaweed powder, which is just packed with umami. It's important not to over mix it because you start to whip the cream, and then when you cook it, it splits. So it's important to do it over ice very gently. The mousse out onto the crepe. Spread that out. So we've got these portions of monkfish, and they come from 1 kilo tails. We trim them up, and then we season them with salt, and we press them for an hour, and then we dry them out, and then they're just wrapped into cling film to get a nice shape. So that then goes to that, and we wrap. That gets rolled up really tight, and then that gets allowed to rest to firm up. The next step is the pastry. So then we egg wash the pastry, and that makes the pastry stick to the crepe. And then we let that set. I'm just going to dust the bench with some flour, a little bit just to stop the lattice cutter from sticking. And then we open it up to make sure that every gap is open. It adds another layer of pastry, but yeah, it's just a chefy thing. Then we egg wash the Wellington again. So the egg wash helps it to slide. Then again, trim off the excess. Then we egg wash it one final time. So that's Wellington ready to go into the oven. So while our Wellington's in the oven, we're just going to prepare the garnish for the dish. So the first step is a potato terrine that we've layered and pressed, and now we're going to just pan fry it. Finish them under the grill. We have some hen of the wood mushroom, which also goes with the dish, which we saute with a little bit of butter and deglaze with soy sauce. It's got amazing earthy flavour, packed with umami. Delicious mushrooms. So we don't season with salt because we season with the soy sauce, which again adds a little bit more umami. So here we've got some carrots that we've just peeled, scrubbed, and we've cooked them in orange and sauteing. And we're going to finish with an orange and sauteing glaze. So it's reduction of orange juice and sauteing. And a little bit of butter. That's just brought it down to a nice glaze to coat the carrots. We have the potato terrine and some fried sea purslane. So we just fry these very gently at 140 degrees and then season with salt. We have a carrot puree, which is carrot, sauteing and star anise. And here's our Wellington, which has just come out of the oven. We trim off the ends just to reveal the monkfish, and then cut it in half. As you can see, we've got our monkfish, our mousse and our crepe. potato terrine, and then we got the glazed carrots, soy glazed hen of the wood, and then the dish is finished with the carrot puree. And that's the fried sea purslane. So here we had red wine fish sauce, which is fish stock, mirepoix, reduced down with red wine and vanilla. Here's my monkfish Wellington with pressed potato, glazed carrots and hen of the wood.